Hello friends, welcome back. My name is Bill and you're watching Bill's Box of Sound again, or maybe for the first time. So if you like what you see, hit like, hit subscribe, you know the drill. Anyway, reason I'm here is because of this album right here. Oh, it's too close. Yes, it is. Independent Worm Saloon by Butthole Surfers. Now, if you're familiar with Butthole Surfers, this part of the video is specifically for you. If you are not into Butthole Surfers yet, or just are watching because of curiosity, well, stay tuned. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit here. Stay tuned because I'm going to be showing everything that I have by them on record and CD. But the reason that I'm putting out this video is that, well, this is an album by the Butthole Surfers, Independent Worm Saloon. And it was their first major label album. And it was produced by John Paul Jones of Led Zeppelin. And it's a great record as far as albums by the Butthole Surfers go. And it even came out on vinyl for a short amount of time. But it quickly went out of print. Now, us people who collect vinyl, we want to get this stuff on vinyl because it's going to sound different, usually going to sound better, especially with this being a major record company. Hey, they may be able to make a great sounding version of this album, right? Okay, so you go to your record store, they don't have it. You go to another record store, they don't have it. So you say, well, maybe I'll go online. I will go to Amazon. Yes, you go to Amazon, you type away on your little internet device, and it comes up that, oh, it's available on vinyl, but it's used, and the best price on Amazon is $645.02. That does not make sense to me. Okay, so you keep on looking around and you say, I know Discogs. Discogs will have a person that will sell it to me for a decent price. So you go to Discogs, good old internet device again, and you shop around and you shop around. Holy crap. There are 11 copies available, with the cheapest one being $70. Lowest it's sold for on Discogs is $53. And the highest it's sold is $229, with the median being $126.45. That's highway robbery, unless you're just rich to begin with, and very few of us are, huh? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so then I'm sitting at my eye doctor's yesterday, and I'm sitting there looking on my phone. They had just put the dilation drops on my eyes, so I'm savoring the amount of time before I'm not going to be able to read anything on my phone because my pupils are turning into pie plates. And all of a sudden, I see the image of this album. And it looks kind of like this, as though there's a record coming out of it. I start scrolling, I start tapping, and I find out that Capitol Records is re-releasing this masterpiece on LP. So, go to the website. Hold on a second, I'll tell you what the website is. Or maybe I'll put the link in the show notes down below. Okay, it's shop.capitolmusic.com. And you should be able to find it there. But hopefully I will have remembered to put the link down below so you can just link to it, because get this before it goes away, because it's at the low price reissued of only $40. It's $20 for each of the two albums because it's a long record. Oh, I'm so excited. I ordered it. I'm waiting for it to come in the post or FedEx or however they ship it. So I don't know if your local record store is going to carry it or not. It's just that I don't want to miss out, so I ordered the thing, paid for it already. With tax, it comes out to like $53, and shipping is included in that. But still, $50 is a lot better than $600 if you want to pay Amazon's prices. Yikes! Now welcome to the second part of this video, where you're curious, you clicked on this video and you're thinking, what kind of a band name is Butthole Surfers? Well, it just is. And it's crazy music. It's punk, it's experimental, it's almost prog. There's a lot of noise in it. Noisy stuff. And it's loud and it rocks and it's wonderful stuff. So, I'm going to show you my collection of Butthole Surfers records and CDs. I've got Live PCP EP, which is an early record. I've got this on the Alternative Tentacles label, and I believe that this one is on colored vinyl. Let's take a look. Yeah, this one is a Newbury Comics exclusive. It is green with black swirl on it, if you can see that, on the Alternative Tentacles label. And I believe that even though the label says it's played at 69 RPM, that this is a 45 RPM record. That's early stuff. And then their first full-length album is called Psychic, Powerless, Another Man's Sack. It was released on Touch and Go Records. It's been re-released on several different labels, but I believe it is still in print. This contains the first music I ever heard of Butthole Surfers on college radio back in the 80s, I believe. A tune called Lady Sniff. And it's insane, and it just fucking rocks. It's just in your face. Very strange stuff. I love this band because they're so damned weird. Now, I've got this on CD as well. I got two different versions. I've got this one, which has some extra tracks available from the next record I'm going to show you. And I've also got this, which is the same version of the record that I just showed you. Yeah. Okay. So let's continue on with this exploration. And I will show you the album, or EP actually, Cream Corn from the Socket of Davis. This is a re-release on the Matador label. And as I said, this disc right here contains both the Psychic, Powerless, Another Man's Sack album and Cream Corn from the Socket of Davis on it. Some of the great tunes on this is like, well, let me just pull them out so I can see the names of the songs and I'll remember them. I believe this is another 45 RPM record. And this has a great tune called Movin' to Florida on it. And it's also got two-parter, Tornadoes, and Comb. So 4 songs altogether on this EP. But yeah, Movin' to Florida. Great tune. And then there is an EP called Rembrandt Pussy Horse. This music is not for the weak-hearted, mind you. Right around this time, or maybe at the time of the next album, I actually saw Butthole Surfers live. I think it was the Old Fantasy Theater in Cleveland. And I felt like a 18-wheel semi was headed for me. And there was a blazing wall of fire behind me. That's what the music sounded like. 2 drummers standing up, beating the hell out of the drums. The lead singer, Gibby Haynes, putting lighter fluid inside of an upside down cymbal, lighting it on fire, and then hitting it. just bombard you with music. Anyway, when Rembrandt Pussy Horse has a version of the Grand Funk tune Mark Says All Right. It's got Perry, it's In the Cellar, Creep in the Cellar, American Woman, and Waiting for Jimmy to Kick, and Strangers Die Every Day. Wonderful tracks from our friends, the Butthole Surfers. Next album, which really got a lot of people going, is this one right here. Locust Abortion Technician. The hell is this cover? And this back cover as well. This has some great stuff on it as well. Notice they don't have the names of the songs on the cover. That's okay. Highlights on this one are Sweat Loaf. It's got Graveyard on it. Pittsburgh to Lebanon. Weber. Hey. Human Cannonball. USSA. Graveyard. The Omen. Kuntz. And 22 going on 23. Manic, lovingly wild, crazy stuff on the Locust Abortion Technician album. And I've also got that on CD. Now the next album is Hairway to Steven. And I first got this one on CD. Okay, it's in a digipack. And what's really weird is the titles of the songs are little illustrations, lewd illustrations at that. Once again, another wonderful record. But eventually I was able to get it on vinyl again. And on this album, you got it on clear vinyl. And once again, the titles are illustrations. Lewd illustrations. Now, if you get the CD and you put it in your CD player, you'll find out that the names of the songs are Jimmy, Ricky, I Saw an X-Ray of a Girl Passing Gas, John E. Smoke, Rocky, Julio Iglesias, Backass, and Fast Song. So just remember that it's the Hairway to Steven album. Next, I've got something that I only have on CD. I don't have the vinyl of it. I've been looking for it. Still haven't been able to find it. But this is a limited edition of 4,750 CDs. The Double Live Butthole Surfers album. Packed full of lots of music. Lots of music. More music than the vinyl or cassette version as far as I know. And I printed out on a Docs Matrix printer the names of the songs on here. Maybe you want to freeze frame that. Okay. The whole thing is 2 hours and 12 minutes of music. Lots of great stuff. There is also a booklet. There's Gibby singing there. Then I got some other things on CD only. There was this a CD single of Widower Maker, which has 4 songs on it. A CD single of The Hurdy-Gurdy Man, which, yes, it's the Donovan song, 2 versions, and a track called Barking Dogs. Then there's an album called PO'd. It's spelled like that. Don't have this on vinyl. Don't think I've ever seen it on vinyl. But it came out on the Rough Trade label, and there's a bonus track on the CD called Barking Dogs from the Hurdy Gurdy Man single, and Hurdy Gurdy Man is also on this album as well. So if you got this, you don't have to buy this. Understand? Did it? You hear? I hear you. Oh, also, you might recognize the voice of Gibby Haynes if you're into Ministry. He sang lead on this track. It was about this time that Paul Leary, guitarist, multi-instrumentalist of the Butthole Surfers, put out a solo album called The History of Dogs on the Rough Trade label. There he is. And as far as I can remember, that is his dog, and his dog's name is Mark Farner. Okay. Equally interesting and thought-provoking as the Butthole Surfers records themselves. Okay, back to our show. After that, they got signed to a major label, Capitol Records, and the album that we were talking about before, Independent Worm Saloon, was released. Man, is this a great record. Who Was in My Room Last Night? Goofy's Concern, Dancing Fool, You Don't Know Me, The Annoying Song. Oh my God, that's annoying but rocking as fuck. Dust Devil, Leave Me Alone, Ballad of Naked Man, and the just stomp on the ground ending of Clean It Up. I do love this album. There is another Butthole Surfers related album I wanted to talk to you about. It's called P, just the letter P, which is a band, not a liquid or a fruit. I don't have it. I've heard one side of it, and it's just as crazy as Butthole Surfers. It's kind of like a solo album of Gibby Haynes, or a band that he put together. And it's got Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers on bass, Steve Jones from Sex Pistols on guitar, keyboards by Ruth Ellsworth Carter, mellotron and bass by Andrew Weiss, and washboard by Chuck E. Weiss. Produced by Andrew Weiss. Yeah, here's the cover of the album. It's got a very twisted cover version of ABBA's Dancing Queen. Oh, I want this record. I want it really bad. It did come out on vinyl, but I would settle for the CD if I can find it. So there. Then they followed that up with their next album on Capitol, which is also great and I still can't find on vinyl. One of these days I hope to get it. Electric Larryland. Oh yeah, this is some fantastic stuff as well. Some of the tunes on here: Cough Syrup, TV Star, My Brother's Wife, Let's Talk About Cars, and their one and only hit single, a song called Pepper. You should be able to find it on YouTube. After that, I think they kind of left Capitol Records, and they got signed to a subsidiary of Elektra, or the Warner Elektra Atlantic Group, a label called Hollywood, and they had this album called Weird Revolution, which has a lenticular cover on it. Not one of their better albums. Does have a couple of good tracks on it though. Intelligent Guy, Last Astronaut. It's produced by guitar player Paul Leary. Then there was a compilation CD released on the Latino Bugger Vale label. I think this did come out on vinyl, but I've never been able to find it. It's called Humpty Dumpty LSD. And it's got all sorts of wonderful and weird stuff, including Concubine Solo, Just a Boy, Heteroskeleton, Day of the Dying Alive, Night of the Day, 100 Million People Dead, Dad Gad. It's crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And they have recently released a live album, which is available on CD as well as vinyl. Butthole Surfers live at the Leather Fly. This is well recorded and it jams. This is on pink vinyl. And that is my entire Butthole Surfers collection. There was a podcast done by Nate Goyer, the Vinyl Guide, and recently there was a interview with Gibby Haynes, which is about as dejected and unusual as Butthole Surfers music. But if you're into Butthole Surfers and you have not heard that interview, I would instruct you to go and check out the Vinyl Guide podcast with Nate Goyer and listen to that. You could also hear it on YouTube. Search for that as well. So this brings to an end of this video. Once again, if you are a Butthole Surfers fan and you've watched this entire thing, yeah, run, do not walk to your internet device and order from Capitol Music this album, Independent Worm Saloon. I don't know if it's going to have a wide release or not. I'm hoping it'll be in stores. I'm hoping it'll be available because it's a great album for those of us who enjoy this strange band. And if you enjoy strange music, you might like the rest of the stuff that's on my channel. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, subscribe, damn it. And you know what? I had a great time. I hope you did too. And I'll see you next time right here on Bill's Box of Sound. Now, your mission after ordering this album on vinyl is go listen to some music. Or you can do it either way. It's freedom of choice. I'm not commanding you. Bye.